Hi, this is the CAD/CAM Lessons channel. In this video, I would like to inform you that a new version of FreeCAD is available, FreeCAD 1.1 Release Candidate. Release Candidate versions are polished development versions of FreeCAD that are published before the premiere of the main version. In some time, we can expect the official version of FreeCAD 1.1. Just before the premiere of this version, the creators of FreeCAD are making the candidate version available so that interested people can see earlier what FreeCAD 1.1 will look like and test this version a bit. And in case of any errors, if such errors appear, testers should report them so that as many corrections as possible can be made before releasing FreeCAD 1.1. Regarding visual changes, there aren't too many. If you know FreeCAD from previous versions, you will easily find your way around FreeCAD 1.1. What I have been observing for many years regarding FreeCAD improvements is that these improvements are somewhat less visible to the eye. They rely more on improving the software's operation so that it runs more stably and predictably. I think this is a very good approach at the stage FreeCAD is currently at. There are people who complain about the FreeCAD interface. FreeCAD differs a bit from popular modern commercial 3D CAD systems, but it is just an interface. It can be easily mastered. We can customize the FreeCAD interface a bit, so I think nitpicking the interface is a bit out of place, but if someone doesn't want to use FreeCAD, they simply shouldn't use FreeCAD. FreeCAD has a huge advantage, which in certain cases is also its disadvantage. It is fully free software and anyone can download, install, and use this program, but not everyone should do so. It is specialized software, and mastering FreeCAD, mastering the workflow in this system requires dedicating time to learn it at a basic level. People who know other 3D CAD systems might indeed feel lost in FreeCAD at the beginning, but remember how you started working with other 3D CAD systems, how you started creating your first 3D models. That also required dedicating time and learning. Here, if you know other 3D CAD systems, the way of working is simply similar, and by learning FreeCAD, you really just need to familiarize yourself with the program's interface. Of course, FreeCAD can have its ailments. In certain situations, it might work a bit differently than commercial 3D CAD systems. But I believe that up to a certain level of model complexity, especially when creating single parts, FreeCAD really doesn't lag far behind commercial 3D CAD systems. I will also note that it is not worth judging others by your own standards. If you make complex models and FreeCAD is indeed not suitable and you need more advanced tools, that does not mean everyone makes such models. Some people really make such simple elements and prepare 3D prints based on them, and it gives them huge satisfaction. So I think it's not worth taking away the fun and joy from other people. Just let everyone do their own thing. In this video, I mainly want to inform you that the FreeCAD 1.1 release candidate version is available, and we can download this version from the official website. To download this version, we go to freecad.org. We click the Download Now button, and here, as you can see, the stable version FreeCAD 1.0.2 is available. And for people who are just starting with FreeCAD, I think this version might be more suitable because it is a stable version. The FreeCAD 1.1 version is a development version. Even though it is a release candidate, errors may appear there. But if you want to check this version, we go lower, and here we have the development version section. We click this Weekly Builds button, and here we look for the release candidate version. We have the FreeCAD 1.1 release candidate version. We click here to expand the download files and download the file for our operating system. I use a Mac, so I downloaded this version. And for Windows, we download this version. Then we perform a standard installation, and we can have two versions of FreeCAD installed. We can have the development version installed, and we can have the stable version installed. Usually, this solution works well, and we can use two versions of FreeCAD. If you want to follow FreeCAD's progress, I encourage you to visit the FreeCAD forum. We go here to forum.freecad.org, and here we have a section. And in this section, there is a topic where work progress on FreeCAD is published. We go to the latest posts, and here we can check at what stage the development is. Of course, we can also report errors on the forum, and we can ask questions there too. If something doesn't work for you in FreeCAD or you don't know how to do something, you can ask that question in the appropriate section on the forum, and there is a high probability you will receive an answer to that question quite quickly. Regarding FreeCAD's operation, there are no huge changes. The only thing you might notice is that when you go to the pad operation, the part display changes a bit, and we can change the part height by dragging the arrow. And here we have a marker that allows for changing the taper of the faces. These are visual changes. A similar visual change occurs when creating a sketch. This is how sketch planes are displayed now. If we select a plane, the sketch commands look the same. Here we can also adjust the position of the icons a bit, but as you can see, if you knew previous versions of FreeCAD, there are no drastic changes here. I really think the transition from previous versions to newer versions of FreeCAD is very smooth and does not cause major problems. Regarding version 1.1, videos prepared in this version will soon start appearing on my channel, but previous videos remain current. If you play one of my videos and it seems to you that your FreeCAD looks different from mine, in many cases this results from the fact that I simply have a different arrangement of icons in the menu. Regarding these icons, we can change their position. Here we have a handle, and we can drag these icons to different places on the icon bar. If some icons are invisible, we can click the right mouse button here and enable or disable the visibility of icon groups. And really, this might cause my menu to look different from yours, but these are minor cosmetic differences. Before you start complaining and writing that your FreeCAD looks completely different, simply focus and take a moment to customize the interface or just to locate these commands. Regarding the commands available in the icons, they are also available in the drop-down menu. The drop-down menu is invisible in the recording, but if you expand the part design menu, we have the commands there that are available in the icons, so you will find all these commands. If you are starting work with FreeCAD, it might not be so smooth. You might indeed wander for a moment looking for a command at the beginning, but after doing a few examples and going through a few tutorials, many things will really clear up. We will end here. I encourage you to test FreeCAD, I encourage you to test the new development version, and I also encourage you to subscribe to this channel.